We are breaking 7 days a week on the Real Sports Cards app, available on the Google Play and Apple App Store. We've been breaking since 2016 and offer a variety of breaks, including pick your teams and pick your players, random teams and drafted teams, mixers, and more. We built this app with the collector in mind, with features like scheduled drop times, custom notification settings, and earned rewards on purchases, among other things. And we want to be a one-stop shop for collectors, which is why we've added services like PSA grading and eBay consignment straight from breaks. We are a PSA authorized dealer and offer grading services from value to walkthrough. All you need to do is fill out the form on our site within 24 hours of a break completing, and we will take care of the rest. All submissions from breaks include a review and a wipe down of your card, and you won't be charged for anything until we get your card back from PSA. eBay consignment is a similar process, where you will need to fill out a form on our site within 24 hours of a break completing for any cards that you'd like to submit. All cards will be listed next business day for a 5-day auction starting at 99 cents. And again, we will handle everything from there. And after the sale, you'll have the option to be paid out via check, PayPal goods, or break credit. The links for these services can now be found as buttons in the description of every break. In case you haven't heard, we now offer direct in-app support for anything you might need from us. Whether you've got a question about a specific break, about shipping, about sending cards to PSA or eBay consignment, or anything else that you might need, this is the place to do it. There are a couple of different ways to get there. Within the app, you can click on Community down at the bottom, and then click on Messages up at the top. Then choose either Minnesota or Wisconsin supports to ask your question. Or you can just click into any break and then click the blue support button, and it will automatically open up the support chat for the location that's hosting that particular break. This lets us know exactly which account is asking the question, and it helps ensure that we can get back to you in a timely manner.
What's happening, everyone? Andrew Nags here with Real Sports Cards, and we are live 2025 Topps Chrome Mega Full Case Pick Your Team. First, I'm going to run this random quick for the $49 mixer. Looking for the Ravens in this one to get that bonus giveaway. We are going 9 rounds. Good luck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and final round 9. Matt 4486. Down to Amos 8888 down there at the bottom. Let me save that. Copy link address, and we will check out the teams quick. This one will be live after this mega case. We got Matt with the 49ers, down to Amos with the Vikings. Ravens going to C. Christie. Congratulations, taking home that Lamar Jackson. All right, here we go. Topps Chrome Update Mega Full Case Pick Your Team. Who's hanging out with me for this one? I have just 2 open breaks for the evening. We got Topps 25-26 Topps Basketball Mixer with 3. And then we have the 2025 Panini Football Mixer with NT. So a couple big time boxes. Let's get started here. What's up, blockers? Who are you looking for in this one? What team did you get? They're always scared. I'm always scared they're just gonna tip all over the place. $5, $10, $15, and $20. So this is update 86. Oh, I never adjusted my... Let me adjust my titles quick. You want some big Christmas? Okay, some Guardians. All right. A lot of the silvers I'm just going to put to the side for now. There's always so many in here. Oh, there's an extra pack. That's why we check. All right, let's get started. It looks like the Jayhawks, it looks like they're going to hold off, but you never know. Crazier things have happened. All right, let's get started here. So yeah, just the 2 open breaks, 16 in basketball and 10 in football. Drake Baldwin. There's Nick Enright. Isaac Paredes, Chandler Simpson. Geraldo, Harrison Bader. PCA, Caden Dana, Austin Slater. Hard to read that one. There's Ryan Fitzgerald, Brooks Lee. Eric Wagaman, Chase Medroth. And Corbin Carroll out of 99. Josh Naylor and Chase Lee. Diamondbacks on the board. Ron Roberts. John, not Hawkeye John, RPG John Gore. Did you grab those personal boxes? I forgot to grab them, but did you purchase them? Zach Veen out of 150. We can do them at the end of this break still. I'll just have to go grab them. Not a big deal. Tyler Callahan, Hayden Senger, Jack Leiter, Logan Van Wee, James Wood, Ryan Hesley, Caleb Freeman. We got so many Johns in here right now. Caden Dana, Willie Castro, Tyler Rogers. All right, cool. Remind me at the end of the break. Remind me at the end of the break. Dylan Cruz, Cedric Mullins, Carson McCusker, Kevin Alcantara, and Colton Gordon and Tim Tawa. We got that football random fill, but then the other 2 breaks aren't full. Hawkeye John, are there any more good late night games on right now that I should turn to, or are they pretty much wrapped up? It's always one pack that has the Ray Wave flipped the other way. All right, here we go. Next two. Ketel Marte, Ha-Seong Kim, Ronnie Simon. Cade Gibson, Chase Dollander. Iglesias, Ben Williams. There's Thomas Harrington. Yeah, I figured it might be Devers Savinson. Appreciate it. There's Ohtani, Blade Tidwell, Cam Smith, Trent Grisham, Jack Dreyer, Mason Miller, PCA, Nestor Cortez. There we go. Nick Kurtz, X-Fractor. Athletics, I believe, is Huskies. Jorbit Vivas, Chris Bubic, Tim Tawa, Jacob deGrom, Luke Keyshaw, Nick Kurtz on the debut. All right, Kurtzy. Kurtzy coming out. Moncada, Mick Abel. Josh Naylor, Tyler Rogers, Ryan Johnson, Cade Horton, and Harrison Bader and Mason Fluharty. I gotta move this before I break this keyboard. Man, heck of a shot. If they could have got that jump ball on that last possession, they would have still had a chance. They just need a steal here. Dylan Cruz, Night Terror, Edgar Quero, Spencer Schwellenbach, Cal Raleigh, David Morgan, Kumar Rocker, Mick Abel, Michael McCreevy, Andres Munoz, Moises Ballesteros, Gunnar Hoglund, Christian Campbell, Hayden Birdsong, Azuno, Chase Dollander, John Rave, Miguel Garcia, and nice home field advantage, Mr. Kyle Tucker for the Cubbies. Cubs going to Hawkeye John. There you go, John. Little Kyle Tucker home field advantage. Take that. Cole Henry, Kikuchi, David Bednar, Chang, Cal Raleigh, Chandler Simpson, Ryan Fitzgerald, Justin Steele, Miguel Garcia, Caleb Durbin, Tommy Pham. What's up, Brower? How's it going, buddy? Carlos Santana, Zebby Matthews, and River Ryan for the Dodgers out of 150. That looks like a variation, too. Nick Pivetta and Gunnar Hoglund. River Ryan, Dodgers blue color match there. Dodgers going to Oakland breaks. I like that. All right. Let me turn this basketball off and get that football break pulled up. See what we're working with. So 9 left in football and 16 in basketball. That's all we got left for the evening. I think you have, if you want to wait till after this break, Brower, I think I have some credit for you to put in for some breaks. I want to say you have 5 breaks back there. Yeah, because you got into 5 of the, I can put that in for you. I didn't see the booklet today. I don't know if I think I left before the mail was there. I'll check when I get home. I'll check when I get home. Yeah, I can put your 25 credit in if you want me to. You could go big. There, I put that in for you. I'm probably better. I'll probably get more just selling it myself, but I can see what I can do. All right. There is Braxton Ashcraft out of 250 Pirates. Logan Evans, Tim Elko. Brent Rooker, Zach Veen, Victor Mesa Jr. Matt Shaw for the Cubs. Carlos Duran. Isaac Paredes, Kobe Mayo. Chris Bubick. Cade Horton. Spencer Torkelson. Adrian Del Castillo, Jorge Soler. Machado, Christian Cross, Chase It Dolander. Rafaela, Sir Anthony Dominguez. There's James Wood, Knight Tear, Trevino, Harrison Bader. Ellie De La Cruz, Mason Fluharty, Nestor Cortez. Jace Jung. There's another Nick Kurtz. Bring him on. Bring on the Nick Kurtz. Chris Bubick, Logan Henderson. Luke Keyshaw, Yohan Moncada. Bobby Witt, Mick Abel, and then Clay Holmes. Took the Jags. Good luck, buddy. Let's find you a nice Travis Hunter. you sent me a picture. You had a good one yesterday. 14 in basketball and 8 left in football. Yeah, whatever you want, John. Grab whatever boxes you want to rip. No problem, buddy. Always happy to rip some boxes for you. Blade Tidwell out of 250. Mets, Rich Hill, Doug Nikhazy, Matthew Lugo, Ahmed Rosario, Garrett McDaniels, Yohan Duran, Chandler Simpson, Paxton Schultz, Nestor Cortez, Chris Sale, Ke'Bryan Hayes, Ryan McMahon, Augustin Ramirez, Taylor McGill, Braxton Fulford, Adele Amador, Nikhazy, there's James Wood, debut, Sir Anthony Dominguez, Chase Lee, Ryan O'Hearn, Hayden Senger, Aranda, Ronnie Simon, Chase Dolander. Swear I've seen like 1,000 Dolanders already. Kyle Tucker, Kikuchi, Kobe Mayo. There's Nick Kurtz on the night tear. Spencer Schwellenbach, Ramon Laureano, Cade Horton, and Chris Bubick. That is going to be our halfway point. Turner, Wolfram, Correa, Lord, Marcelo, Bieber, Johansson, and Torres, Will Wilson, Lau, Stowers, Workman, Cruz, Kepler, Ornelius, and O'Hearn. There's purple Geraldo out of 250 Orioles. There's Drake Baldwin, Tyler Locklear, Enright, Ben Rice, Diaz, Drake Baldwin, Cam Smith, There is Wagaman. Braxton Ashcraft, Max Kepler. That was a tough one there. Ballesteros, Evans. Will Wagner, Zach Veen. And Evan Sisk, blue out of 150. Tatis, Chapman, and Ryan Johnson. Eight left. $13 left in basketball. Nick Kurtz. We'll get that one top loaded right away. I think out of all of them, the Ray Wave, that's the shortest printed of all of them. I think it goes refractors, checkerboard, which are the prisms, or the X-fractors, excuse me, and then those. So that spot's starting to add up a little bit. I don't know. Oz probably doesn't love me. Oz probably gave up on me. He hung out with me for 2 days this week, and that was probably enough. Will Smith, Danny Jansen. I'm sure he's got like some excuse like work or something. Thomas Grichuk. May, Rogers. Rolson, Sagis. There's Strode, Handley. Guerrero. There's a little Roki for the Dodgers. Lyle. Ascara, John Rave. And blue, Victor Cartini out of 150 Astros. That is Yoho, MacGyver, Aranda, Smith, Abreu, Thomas. I have pulled a Superfractor out of this. Superfractor auto out of the Megas, so it's possible. Gusto, Victor Mesa, Fetty, Patrick. I just love this stuff because there's just so much value in all the silvers in it. I'm due for a super. Let's see it. Chandler Simpson out of 250. Nice one there for the Rays. There's Jacob Wilson. Aranda, Smith, Abreu, Thomas, Mangum, Suarez, Enright, Gusto, Luke Keyshaw. There's Nick Kurtz, Eric Fetty, Chad Patrick, Kelly, Rocker, Otis Nixon. Hey, I got a Otis Nixon mislabeled PSA slab at home if you want it. Holmes, Medroth, Kepler, Tawa, Brooks Lee, PCA, Bobby Witt Night Tear. There's Gunnar Hoglund, Jake Berger, Suarez, Garcia, Savinson, Tyler Rogers, Matt Savinson, Blade Tidwell on the negative, Jazz Chisholm, Adele Amador, and Ramon Laureano. Going to bring us to 4 left. I'm good. I had to offer. You brought him up. Just want to let you know I'm here for you if you need one. Came in a collection I bought a long time ago. $12 in basketball, 8 in football. Yeah, he was. He absolutely is old looking for his cards. He reminds me of Greg Oden. Greg Oden looked like a 45-year-old middle-aged man in college basketball. And turns out his knees were a middle-aged man as well. Nice, there you go. My garbage is already full again. It's getting hot in here. Dylan Lyle out of 199. Nationals, Rhett Lauder, Tyler Tolbert. Palmquist, Jacob Wilson, Roki, Dalton Rushing, Tyler Tolbert, Max Meyer, Stephen Kwan, Junior Caminero, and Josh Naylor. There's Nick Kurtz, power players. Gorski, Luis Angel Acuna, Matthew Boyd, Tim Elko, Danny Jansen, Michael McCreevy. Logan Henderson, Austin Slater, Sorian Lau, Cedric Mullins, Jackson Jobe, Cam Smith, Luke Keyshaw. Yeah, exactly. Matt Olson, Tommy Pham, Alan Roden. The original starter jackets were the best. Birdsong, Jake Berger. There's another Nick Kurtz, Azuno, McMahon, and Boyd. Going to bring us to our final 2 boxes. Yeah, I'm not quite not quite late 80s. I'm close. I'm close to the late 80s, but not quite. Ben Rice. Early 90s is when I had mine. I was born in 1990. I just turned 36 on Monday. Where's that Ben Rice? Savinson Palmquist. Thank you. Rogers Job. Rolson Jung. McGill, Webb, and Marcelo. Same as Ryan, okay. Harrington, Locklear. Did you graduate from Coon Rapids as well? Munoz, Vivas, Cartini, Morgan, because I know Ryan did. I graduated from Coon Rapids as well. There's Caminero negative. Wilson, Locklear, Gorski. Keyshaw, MacGyver. Luis Angel Acuna, Robert Hassel. Marcelo, James Wood, Yohan Moncada. Liam Hicks. Paul Skeens, Alan Roden, Spencer Torkelson, and Maverick Hanley and Christian Campbell to wrap this one up. Okay, very cool. I want a state championship. I won a state championship my senior year at Coon Rapids. All right, let's go ahead and do a recap here. All of these ones we're going to recap. I will get top loaded when I get some downtime. Then we'll get into John's boxes. Keyshaw, Mayer, Wood, Campbell, Mayer, Rice, Wilson, Smith, Keyshaw, Wilson, Keyshaw, Kurtz, Lee, Mayer, Baldwin, Rice, Baldwin, Smith, Wood, Kurtz, Shaw, Horton, and Keyshaw. Cam Smith, Dylan Cruz, Luke Keyshaw, Drake Baldwin, Brooks Lee. Negatives, Junior Caminero, Blade Tidwell. 199, Dylan Lyle. 250, Chandler Simpson, Cartini, 150, and then Yarmil Geraldo out of 250. That is Evan Sisk, blue auto out of 150. Braxton Ashcraft, 250. Zach Veen out of 150, Rockies. Corbin Carroll out of 99. Yep, I'm going to get him right now. John Blade Tidwell out of 250. Yeah, we had a lot of controversy our senior year too. We started the season off like 1-9. River Ryan out of 150. Shohei Ohtani, Roki Sasaki. We went into the state tournament with a losing record. Nick Kurtz, and then Kyle Tucker on the home field advantage. This was number 86, right? Update 86. Yep. But they said our freshman, yeah, good old Cole, Jerry Cole. Yeah, Cole, he did get old. All right, I'll be right back. Let me go grab Mr. John's boxes. Yep. Yeah, me and Bright loved me. Bright loved me. Code did not like me because I didn't deal with his crap. All right, let's see. Let me make sure I got the right boxes here. Personal boxes. So 2 26 Series 1 Jumbos, and then 1 Museum for Mr. RPG. RPG. I wonder how long I left this cap off for. Sharpie's like barely working. You ready, John? Yeah, Bright is awesome for sure. I see him up at, or my dad did, and paid for his dinner one time. He saw him up at Texas Roadhouse in Andover, and then he sent me a Facebook, Facebook request to be friends after that. He's like, your dad bought me dinner. But yeah, we used to go up to North Fork and see him all the time. All right, here we go. We'll be getting into the football break, or the football random drafted teams after this. Got some blue, Julio Rodriguez. There's a little Cam Schlittler. PCA and blue, Owen Casey. Not bad there for the Cubs. And not as much in the second one. Yeah, well, I'd love to play some golf. Love to play some golf this summer. They always go play. Emil, Titus, and Ryan always go play, and they never invite me because I'm always stuck breaking. They're mean to me. They don't care about me. I went to Olive Garden last night with my mom and my stepdad for my birthday. They wanted to take me out to eat, me and the kids. And I saw Ryan's parents were sitting two tables away from me. We got 10 left in basketball. Exactly. Good call. You don't want to golf with him anyways. All right, let me actually check in on basketball real quick before we start this one. All right, just went a little more off basketball. Let's get that filled up. Went a little more off football as well. All right. Little SEMO here. There's Jose Altuve. Christian Moore on the rookie relic there. I like him. I like Christian Moore a lot. Ooh, we got a little Red. Oh, that's the team logo. That's cool. Austin Riley for the Braves. Rhett Lauder out of 2026. Eric Lower. Do you, John, are you fine with me just stashing your stuff as we go? Like stuff like this, Rhett Lauder, or do you want to do a recap of everything? Your call, buddy. If you want to do a recap of your stuff, we absolutely can. Otherwise, if you're watching and hanging out, I'll just stash it as we go. Besides the stuff I put up top. Just to speed it up a little bit. Spencer Schwellenbach. Peyton Toll. It's going to be Tatis Pink. It was just Rhett Lauder out of 2026. I'll recap it all. Alex Bregman. I'll recap all the numbered stuff. Ooh, that's cool. That is Anthony Volpe on the True Photo. Anthony Volpe True Photo there. Pink here. Hey, get him. Get him on board. I'm in, John. I'm in, Hawkeye. How about Wilson Contreras, Orange Relic out of 25. Cardinals. That's cool. Wilson Contreras, game used. Alex Freeland. Cool Crushers. Aaron Judge. Oh, no worries, John. I was just going to ask you if you're fine with me just stashing some of the stuff instead of recapping it. No big deal. Devers. Still looking for that auto. Should be right. Nope. Kikuchi. Did we get shorted an auto? Yeah, for sure. Just make sure you plan it for a Sunday though. Don't do a Saturday because then I'll get stuck doing a double and those guys will go golfing. It's usually what they do. A Friday or a Sunday. So that was the first half. Nothing in there. Oh, I got the second half still here. We did get 2 relics in there. We did get 2 relics. It's supposed to be 1 and 1. So it's possible we didn't get an auto, which is crummy. Oh yeah, Titus is. Can the series 1? Yeah, I can like in a separate. Are you talking like in a completely separate package or just in its own box? Because I'll put it in the same package. I'll end up putting it in the same package, but if you want me to do a separate box, I can probably do that. I'll end up packing it up tomorrow, I'm assuming. All right. Skubal, Olsen, Seager, and nice. There we go. That'll make up for the lack of auto. But it's okay to be in the same package. Are you fine with the same package, John? So we're not shipping 2 packages. Colson Montgomery, that's a nice one there. I like it. I mean, it's been 2 good box. Like that first box wasn't bad. It was just missing the auto. There's Jonah Tong, Brady House. Oh, for sure. Some raffles or something. Absolutely. All right. Yeah, I got you, John. I'm gonna write that down. Just so I don't forget. All right. I wrote that down so I don't forget because I'm gonna be here late, so my memory's not the best. I'm hoping I can rip some Disney tomorrow. I love Disney products. All right, good luck. No problem, John. I got you. I always got you, buddy. You let me know what you need. Jackson Merrill. Addison Barger. But it's not the last box, Connor. He's got another one still up there. I feel like I missed something. Yep. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Like, that was too long of a stretch without anything. James Wood. Another 2 relic box again. Out of 250, Christian Campbell, Bryce Matthews, Brian Abreu, Blake Snell. So, John, if our RPG, if we don't get an auto in this box, you can go to the Topps website and maybe you can fill out a no auto hit claim or something. If we don't get one, hopefully we got one in here. I just want to give you a heads up. You can do that. All you have to do is use the break video as your break purchase as your receipt, and then just basically a clip of the video, I think, is what you can do. But hopefully there's still one in here. Wilson Contreras. Will Warren. Carlos Estevez. Nope, we got one. Come on, be numbered. Nice. Out of 150, Jim Edmonds. So you can still probably fill one out for the first box. I know they usually leave it room for error. I don't know exactly what they'll do for one hit missing. But there we go. That's cool. Jim Edmonds. Loved watching Jim Edmonds play. Dylan Beavers. Definitely one of the best defensive center fielders of all time. And how about a second out of 25? Max Muncy Orange. Max Muncy Orange. And then we got password on the foil. That is going to wrap up number 2. So actually 2 solid boxes there. Obviously stinks that we didn't get the hit there. All right. Museum collection for Mr. RPG. Good luck, buddy. Greg Maddux out of 150, Atlanta Braves. Mike Schmidt, 249. Joe Mauer, Adley Rutschman, and relic off the back is Mason Wynn out of 75. Primary pieces, Cardinals. Mr. RPG. Congratulations. Nick Kurtz out of 99 with Colton Cowser. But there we go. On-card beauty right there. Mr. Kurtz. Mr. Kurtz. All right. Well, I think we did well. I think we did well, John. I think we did well, buddy. Congratulations on that one. Yes, those were very nice personal boxes. All right. Garcia, Matthews, Merrill, Tong, Tatis, Louder out of 2026, and then Campbell. Mike Schmidt, 249, and then Greg Maddux out of 150. Mason Wynn out of 75. William Contreras, because his name is John. Exactly. Wilson Contreras out of 25. This is a sweet card here. Anthony Volpe on the true photo. Jim Edmonds auto out of 150. Christian Moore on the relic. Colton Cowser on the patch auto out of 199. Max Muncy out of 25. We got Atlanta Braves is Austin Riley on the team logo. Owen Casey out of 150. Cam Schlittler on the mojo. Colson Montgomery auto out of 299, and then Nick Kurtz out of 99 going to RPG. Congratulations, buddy. Beautiful card, beautiful hit. All right, everyone, that is going to do it for those personal boxes. I will be back here live in just a couple minutes with the $49 football mixer. I still have basketball and football open for the rest of the evening. Let's get those two filled up and we'll end the night strong. Thanks, everyone.